Hi, this is Jose Antonio Davila, and this is my last presentation for class EDTC 6332, Fall 2015, Professor Dr. Sampan. The ultimate goal for the project. The ultimate goal for the project is to design an instructional course online to educate all the university faculty and staff where they can be found, how to complete and how to submit an inventory document to the fixed assets department from beginning to end without encountering any issues or concerns. Why do I want to make a project like this? I had been working for the university for several years, and every time we do physical inventory, there's always something. It's always something missing. If there's a computer missing, and we go and ask for the item, their main thing is like, oh, we send that computer over to, we transfer that computer to so and so professor, or we send that computer to surplus. So we ask for proof of documentation to see if they have submitted the asset to the surplus department or had been transferred to a different account manager. And it's always the same thing. They don't have the proper documentation, or if they do have it, it's not properly complete. That's why I made a decision and do something about it. And this is the perfect opportunity for me to create a teaching course how to educate faculty and staff how to complete these documents properly and how to submit them without having any problems. What have I accomplished in my course project? I have accomplished my goal for this project by creating the course in Blackboard with all the information required to be successful in the course and mastered all the steps to find the inventory documents and how to complete each from beginning to end. This course has been, I had implemented some flow charts, training guides, and I create three lessons for each of the main inventory documents that we have. One of the main one is one of the three main ones that we have is an inventory transfer form when which is something the inventory transfer form is being used when an account manager wants to transfer a computer is either to a different account manager or when they don't have a use for a computer and they want to transfer it over to surplus. That's the transfer form, the inventory transfer form. The second inventory form that we offered is the uh, documentation for remove property from campus. This is when a professor or staff wants to take an asset, for instance, a computer, a laptop, a tablet. They need to fill up this form because when it comes inventory, usually we're looking for these items and they're not around because I see there's somebody has it in his house and they use it for for educational purpose or work purpose. The third document that create a lesson for is disposal of non-inventory items. This is one of the papers that is to be documented. Like if you have an item that nobody that is, for instance, a furniture. If you have a chair, an office chair that is broken, it's missing a wheel or a stapler or a hole puncher, binders, anything that is an inventory related equipment, you can dispose these items. However, you need to fill up this form, take a picture, and put it in your files and send a copy over to the fixed assets just to keep it in your records when you dispose any items. On this training course, I also, like I said, I implement the flow charts and the training guides with notes and every steps and the training guides. Also, I create three lessons. Each lesson consists in a brief introduction, a lesson overview, a lesson video, a discussion board where with questions, and also add a lesson reflection. This is where you can write a brief reflection of the overview of the whole lesson, and at the end, I'm also including a quiz. How is the end product different from the initial plan? Okay, after create my instruction and solution design, I send it over to Dr. Pan, and I also send it over to my stakeholders. And ever since I got this feedback, I made some minor modifications in my course. Like for instance, I add read me first. I modify the flow charts, and I also add some notes on the training guides. I guess when at the beginning when I create this course, I just put so much information, and it was just adequate. It was probably hard to understand. So Dr. Pan recommends for me to and read me first, so I can put exactly step by step and what it means by flow charts, training guides, and the lessons. So that's what I did on my course shelf. So I will be showing it to you in a bit. But those are the modifications that I basically made ever since the beginning of since the last time I had submitted my course shell to Dr. Pan and my stakeholders for feedback. Okay, the rationale for my instructional design course. The rationale here is I'm going to be showing you my course design. Okay, hold on. Here it is. This is my course design. It's UTRGB Inventory Training Course Module 101. Here's the modification that I made by Dr. Pan. It's the read me first, and I kind of like a welcome letter for my for the staff and faculty, so that way they have a pretty good idea and what they need to do through the course. So basically, what it is a welcome to my course training course module 101. The main goal for this course is for the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley staff and faculty to be able to learn how to navigate a website, identify inventory forms without any problems or any assistance. Moreover, the learner will learn how to locate and properly complete and submit inventory forms the correct way. In this course, you can find everything that you need to learn to master the course, since I'm providing the flowcharts and each inventory transfer form that you need, and explain each flowchart step by step from beginning to end. In this course also, I have added the training guides with the help of the learner how to serve their website step by step from beginning to end. The learner have the options to print these flowcharts and training guides to follow the step in each lesson. So this is what Dr. Pan recommends for me to add, because I didn't have it at the beginning. I only had the announcement and syllabus for the course, which didn't really explain a lot. It was just the expectations of the course, of lesson one, lesson 2 and 3, and the course work and requirements for the class, and the grading, and what basically is what the expectations for this course on the syllabus. So I'm going to show you just a preview of the flow charts that I had provided for this class. Um, Let me just open. This is the flow chart for the inventory transfer form, and this is it gives you all the steps, the step by step how to properly complete and submit the inventory transfer form to the fixed assets department. Okay, first of all, you need to log in into the computer. We're still using the old website where you can find all these inventory transfer forms, which still haven't been updated to the new utrgb.edu. But you first of all, I mean, this is how you find those items. You log in into utrgb.edu, click on the search inventory. You choose your inventory form that you need. In this case is the inventory transfer form, and input the fields 1 through 11. Fill up the inventory complete. Print the form. Account manager signature and approval. Account manager signature for receiving, and submit that inventory transfer form to the fixed asset department to make the changes on our system. And here it is, all the steps that you need to do. This is the flow chart for the inventory transfer form, and again, it's the same thing for the other three, the other two forms. Here's another view of the property removed from campus, and it's basically the same thing. You log in into the website, click for physical inventory, and it gives you all the steps that are required for this form uh, in order to send it, to fax it over to the fixed access department for approval. Training guide. The training guide. This is what I also implement in the course. I give these training guides for to help. If it's hard for you to read the flow chart, I mean, you can always refer back to the training guides, and I give you screenshots for every single page that you need to do with the red circles all around, so you know exactly what you're doing. When you log in into the computer, you need to enter the utb.edu, and after that, on the right here on the checkbox, you need to search for physical inventory. Once you do that, the first link that's where you're gonna press the physical inventory. The fourth step is you click on okay, it's hard to see here. You click on the inventory related forms. After that, um, it's gonna give you this little. It's gonna open the file on the bottom of Excel file. You need to open it, and then you choose your inventory, your inventory documentation, any inventory form that you want to use for this. See there, this is a copy of the inventory transfer form, and we got on the bottom right here. We got all the copies that we offer. We have the transfer form, deletion, canalization, removal, certification report, tracking for non-capital items, and disposal of non-inventory items. Basically, what I'm focusing right now is on these main 3 pages, 3 forms, which is the transfer form, removal, and disposal of a non-inventory item. Those are the basic and the most important and the most common forms on our website. This is another sample of the inventory transfer form, where every single step that you need to complete. There's 11 steps. This is the sample of removal from removal from campus, property from campus, and this is a sample of the documentation for non-inventory items. With that said, let me just go back again to my course. And like I mentioned before, this course has 3 lessons. Lesson 1 is going to give you that information that you need to master and complete the inventory transfer form. The lesson is given by a brief information, introduction of the staff and faculty from the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley will be able to fill up an inventory transfer form with no errors. Here we can have giving you an overview of the class, of the expectations. I give you an introduction for for the inventory transfer form, the inventory transfer form steps, and I also provide in the website where you can go and just click and go directly to the inventory transfer forms, and if you fail, and I give you an explanation like what happened and what are the consequences if you fail to do any documentation. So in this case, if you fail to not submit that inventory transfer form. He also giving you a video. Hello, this is Jose Antonio Davila. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to this is the video where you, inventory transfer form. I'm providing and giving you everything, breaking details, how to, since logging into the computer, how to locate that inventory transfer form that you need, and everything that's in detail, step by step. Also, right after the video, I have the discussion questions. How important is to be in compliance with the inventory, and what is the purpose of the inventory transfer form? All these, you find the answers for these questions. You find them at the in lesson 1 overview. I give you everything that you need to know about how important it is to be in compliance with the inventory, and how important it is to fill up an inventory transfer form. Also, after you finish doing the video discussion, you can write a little reflection, a brief reflection of what you think about about the lesson, and then after that, you can take a quiz. What lesson have I learned from this project? Well, this project has taught me a lot, and one of them is how to create timeline. Timeline. I mean, at the beginning, I was so lost. I just didn't know where to begin. I was just getting overwhelmed. But creating a timeline really helped me a lot. How to micromanage my time, with my full time job and my doing this project, and how to do also make some time for my family. So the most important thing that I create, and I think that one of the lessons that I learn is how to create a timeline. Also, is how your goals and objectives set. That way, you don't have to go back and forth. Know your target of audience, which is this one's I already knew, which was the staff and faculty that I was focusing, and having a good communication with the stakeholders. Human performance problem solved. The group that was taking this course was very successful, and they mastered the course right after taking this course online. I mean, it was not hard to understand when I was just giving you everything from beginning to end. I provide you the video. I provide you with the training guides. I also give you flow charts and how to solve and how to complete each inventory document from beginning to end. I just think that I give you all the keys to be successful for this course. So I know that this course will be a great, ultimate good help for every department at the university to stay in compliance with inventory, how to create these transit forms, how to manage your inventory. Because at the end of the year, when we do physical inventory, I mean, it creates a lot of problems. If you don't stay in compliance, I mean, your budget is they're gonna cut your budget. Your department is just not gonna be receiving you 100% budget like regularly, and this is gonna just create a lot of problems. So that's why it's very important for you guys to learn a little bit about inventory, how important inventory is. So, without said, I mean, I got very good feedback from my the group that was taking this course, and my supervisor as well. And what they asked me is if it would be great to implement everything, not only focus on these three main pages, but implement all seven inventory forms that we offered into the training. Thank you very much, guys, for listening to my presentation. I could wish the best for all those students that are gonna graduate this semester, and if you're not graduating, I wish you the best of luck in this project. Thank you very much.